We start with the HTML basics. We include the Tailwind CSS script right in the head so we can style our game container quickly without needing a separate style sheet. The layout is simple, a black background to make the game pop. The star of the show is the canvas element. This is basically a blank digital sheet of paper where JavaScript will draw our cars and road frame by frame. Now we jump into JavaScript. We grab that canvas element and ask for its 2D context, CTX. Think of CTX as your paintbrush. It's the tool that actually draws rectangles, lines, and text onto the screen. We set up our game state variables. Player is an object defining where our car sits, X, Y, and how big it is, width, height. We also prepare an empty list enemies to hold the traffic coming our way. This function creates a new enemy car at a random horizontal position, X. We set Y to -100 so it spawns just asterisk above asterisk the visible screen and slides down smoothly. Set interval runs this every 1.2 seconds, creating a steady flow of traffic. To make it look like a road, we fill the background with grey asphalt. Then we use ctx.setLine-2020 to draw that classic dashed line down the center of the highway. Instead of loading images, we draw cars using simple code. A big colored rectangle for the body, and a smaller black rectangle inside it to represent the windshield. This update function is the heartbeat of the game. It clears the screen and redraws the road and the player's red car every single frame. We loop through every enemy in our list. We increase their Y position by speed to make them move down the screen, and then we draw them in blue. Here is the math for the crash. This is called axis-aligned bounding box collision. We check if the player's rectangle overlaps with the enemy's rectangle. If the coordinates cross, game over becomes true. If an enemy goes off the bottom of the screen, Y greater than 600, we remove it from memory, splice, give the player a point, and slightly increase the game speed to make it harder. We draw the score in the corner. If the game is over, we darken the screen with a semi-transparent black box and show game over. Finally, request animation frame A update tells the browser to run this whole loop again for the next frame. To control the car, we listen for keyboard presses. If you hit left or right, we change the player's X coordinate, keeping them within the road boundaries. We call update once at the end to kickstart the engine.